Welcome everyone. So for lunch, I'm making myself a quesadilla. So I have one of my little flatbreads, sweet potato flatbreads that I made, and I have a little bit of mustard on there. So let me get a cutting board and let me get, what else do I need? Some of my fruit washed off. Oh, I do have some onion. Okay. So I'm going to have 3 cherry tomatoes. I'm going to have a little bit of mushroom, 3-4 little slices of mushroom. So I'm going to wash these. I'm going to get a cutting board, and we're going to put this on our flatbread. All right. Here's our little cutting board. Let me rinse these off real quick. Set these aside here. Also going to rinse off a little spinach, not a whole lot, just a few little pieces. Okay, I'm going to set that aside, let it drain a little bit, dry my hands off a little bit, get a knife. Okay. So we're going to chop up a little bit of this spinach. So we're going to apply that. Can you see? I'm going to apply the spinach in there. All right. So we have that. We're going to cut a little red onion I have left over here. I think I have one piece there. Yeah, that's good. We can even make it a little bit thinner. Okay, sprinkle that on. Break it up a little bit. We're gonna have that. Gonna be so yummy. Okay, and then we have these little mushrooms, so let's just kind of chunk it a little bit. Oopsie. Get those on there. All right. Mushrooms are delicious. I don't know if you like mushrooms or not. Let me know in the comments below if you like mushrooms, because they are really delicious. And then we're going to slice a couple of these. We have 3 cherry tomatoes. I'm going to slice those long ways. Okay. Oopsie. It wouldn't stay on there, does it? Now I made my flatbread smaller this time, so I didn't, so I could cut a little bit of the calorie, and I like them, but they are really small. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna wrap this up. We are going to get some rosemary, and I'm going to get that, and then we're gonna sprinkle that on here, and I'm gonna get my dog back inside. Come on, you. Let's find some rosemary. It makes everything delicious. It really does. So this is some rosemary that I'm just to the end of it. I bought this one, but I did grow it, and I have to harvest some more. So I'm finishing up this little package, and I just love it. When you find something you like, you know, you just want to add it to your delicious dishes, right? And we finished that up. It's perfect. Great. So I can throw that away now. All right. So now we have 1 slice of vegan plant-based cheese, and it was really hard for me to find one that didn't have the sesame seed in it. But I did find one, so I am thrilled. So we're just going to kind of break that into pieces. That. See, it fills this up so nice. Then I have another flatbread, small. See how small they are? Pretty small. They're probably about 4 inches in diameter. And then we're going to heat this up in the microwave, and then it's going to melt the cheese, and it is going to be yummy, and it's going to be so delicious. And then we're going to cut 1/4 of an avocado. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to say maybe 1 minute on that. Won't take long. And then we're going to cut 1/4 of an avocado. Get that off of there. All right, we'll wrap that up. Garbage. And then we'll just slice this. We'll add that to our plate and have a little bit of avocado. And then I would like to make a little bit of dessert because you know me, I have a sweet tooth and I can't help it. I just can't help it. But if I do something that is very healthy, we'll still lose weight and do okay, right? So we got that to put back, this to put back. Sorry for the noise. And this we can wrap up right in here. And I'm going to reuse this. Paper. Made a little mess on my countertop. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the onion away. So all that's going back in the fridge. This stuff is going in the garbage. We're going to grab our dish. We'll grab our quesadilla out of the microwave. And look how beautiful. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All that goodness melted and gooey. Nice and gooey. So then I usually cut this in 4 pieces. Let it cool a little bit. So it's easy to pick up and I can just eat it. It's extremely hot, so I have to let it cool a little more. It's kind of falling apart because it's so hot and I'm trying to cut it. But okay, so we have our 4 pieces. And then that's what I'm going to have for my lunch. How wonderful is that? Let me get these pieces back in here. There we go. 4 little pieces. That's what we're going to have. Okay, now I'm going to make one of my little desserts that I like. And, oh, we're going to have the avocado on the side, so we'll need a fork for that. But just so we get that in. And then, let's see, we need a little protein. So we want to eat balanced. So we want a little protein so we can have 1/4 cup of cashew. So let me get those. Let's see. I'm going to have those. I have this big jar, and I keep this big jar filled with cashews all the time, and I use a lot of cashews, so that's maybe a couple more. That's pretty close to 1/4 cup. Okay, so that's what we're going to have for my lunch. And then now for the dessert, I'm going to grab a bowl. A small bowl, a little bowl, okay? Let me get rid of this. Okay, and I'm going to put this rest of these vegetables away, and then I'm going to grab a cookie. I'm going to show you. I'm gonna have one of these cookies. Got that. Let's see. What else do I want? What else do I want? What else do I want? Okay. Okay, so we're going to have one of these cookies. And I like these cookies because they are, let's see here, low in sodium, 25 milligrams for 5 cookies. And I'm only having 1 cookie. So that's why I choose these. They're light and airy, and you get that little cookie crunch. So I'm going to put that in the bottom of the bowl. It fits perfectly. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to whip up some little, make some little pudding for the top. So we're going to have a little bit of this plant-based, well, this is not plant-based because I'm allergic to the plant-based, but this is only 5% fat. Usually I buy the one that says 0 fat, and it's pink or it's red container. But they didn't have it, so oh well. Okay, and then we're gonna have a little, gonna make a little, with jello-free jello, vanilla. We're gonna make a little, get another little, a little bowl, Spoon. So we're gonna have about 3 tablespoons I know it's a lot of measuring when you're dieting, but you know what? It pays off. This is our 3rd one. Pretty good. All right, 3 tablespoons of yogurt. And if you can eat the plant-based one, more power to you. And you're gonna get even better rewards, you know. Okay, so we have that. All right, and then we are going to take a little bit of this sugar-free Jello, not very much, about a teaspoon or so. Sprinkle it in there. Doesn't take much to get the flavor. It's all you need. It's just a little bit for the flavor. Okay. We're going to whip this up. Stir it up. All right, then we're going to put that on our cookie. So good. When you learn how to eat right, you can have some good things, right? You learn how to cut the calories and still have some delicious meals. Not only will you learn so much, but you can pass it down generation after generation to eat healthier and better, right? You can help other people just by what you do. And I'm going to use my finger because I'm the only one who's going to eat this. So there I go. All right, going to have that. I'm going to use just, let's see here. I have some granola, and it calls for 2/3 of a cup, would be 110 calories for 2/3 of a cup, but I'm only going to have, I don't want to put that spoon in there. I'm only going to have a tablespoon. Let's see. 2 teaspoons. I guess I'll use my other tablespoon. 1, 2, for a little crunch, right? Isn't that what we want? We want a little bit of that crunch, and a little bit of goodness. Okay. It's low sodium, whole grain, good source of fiber. So I get this one, and it is oats and honey granola, toasted with coconut, so it must be coconut oil. And usually I make my own, but when I don't have time to make my own, I end up buying this one. So it's pretty good, and it is still has a kind of high sugar, so you still want to watch it. So it would have 5 grams of sugar if you had 2/3 of a cup, but I'm only having like a tablespoon of it. So you just cut your calories that way, and you still get the good flavor and the crunchiness of it. Now we're going to go ahead and put on a few, I'm going to do a little honeydew, and I'm also going to do a little blueberries. So for the honeydew, kind of have it cubed pretty big. I'm just going to kind of cut. My board. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this honeydew and slice it. And I'm just going to kind of put that around the edges. And you don't want a whole bunch of fruit, so I kind of watch my fruit intake. So I just do enough, just a little bit, that I'm still having some fruit, but not. I'm going to take 5 blueberry only. I have 5. Let me rinse those off. Because when you eat food, the presentation matters. You know, you want foods that look good. You want foods that look yummy and all of that, right? And then if you wanted to, you could melt some little chocolate, sugar-free chocolate chips. You could do just a little bit, you know, a tablespoon of those or a teaspoon of those, melt those, drizzle that on top. Or you could do a little peanut butter, the powdered peanut butter. You could do that and drizzle that on top. That would be amazing and yummy too. So whatever it is, but I already have these nuts and I am satisfied with all of that. So I'll be eating all of that for my lunch. So you can get an idea of what I eat, what I choose. It can help you so much. So hopefully this video helps you to see, you know, what I'm eating. I'm not starving, you know, and I'm having a wonderful time on this journey, this weight loss journey, and I really am enjoying it. So I will talk to you all real soon. If you're interested in getting started, please contact me. I have no way of knowing or reading your mind if you're interested. So if you're interested, let me know and we can start from there. Okay? Thanks so much for watching. Give me the thumbs up. Yay! Talk to you all real soon. Bye-bye.